So once we open the DaVinci Resolve and we are at the edit mode, the next thing is I would like to show you how to import media into the timeline and do some basic editing. So to import media, there are two ways. The first one is to start using the source panel over here. Once you double click on any given clip, for example this video, once you double click on it, you can see it shown on the source panel over here. So the first thing is you can select an in point and out point by just moving the timeline, the playhead over here. So for example, I want at this point to create an in point. Maybe from here I want to create an in point. I just hit on the letter I to create an in point, and then the next thing is I move to another point, for example to this point, and I want to create an output point. From here I press on the letter O on my keyboard, and this creates the in point and out point within the source panel over here. So the next thing is if I want to drag and drop my clip, I will just easily drag it and drop it over here, and you can see the preview over here. So the first thing you need to understand is as we drag and drop a given clip, you will notice that it came in together with the audio clip, and the preview of it is shown on the preview panel over here to the top right. So what if I don't want to import the audio and the video together? Maybe I want to import only the audio section of this selected portion of the clip. I will just come to the audio over here and just drag it over here directly. You can see it just dragged and dropped only the audio part. So let me zoom out a little with this zoom in tool so you can see what I'm talking about. Okay, it just brought in only the audio section of the selection. What if I want to bring in only the video section? I can also hover over it, and you can see the video section over here, and once you drag it, and you can see it's brought in only the video section of the selected area in the clip. So this is how to basically import. Another way you can import your video clip into the timeline is just by directly dragging it from the media pool, drag and drop the entire clip into the timeline. So you can use this zoom in tool to zoom out to see the entire clip that I have brought into my selection, into the editing timeline. So this is it. So this is the second way to bring in a media into the timeline, by just dragging and dropping, in addition to identifying the in point and out point. So over here I can just navigate around and identify my in point and my out point and use the other editing features and edit it accordingly. So one more thing I would like to highlight is you can select a given selection. Once you finish on selecting the given portion of the clip that you want to import, the third method of importing is you can drag that section into this very preview panel, and you will have this option to insert the video directly, or to override the existing video, or to replace an existing video, or to fit to fill, or you can do all sorts of ripple override or thereabout. I usually do append to end. So once you do append to end, wherever your clip is, it's going to put it at the end of it. So once I do append to end, and you can see it put it at the end of this particular clip, and then this is where that particular clip is going to start. So this is the third way of importing a media into the timeline. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.